Hi guys, so this week we'll continue learning and mastering completing the square, but this time we will focus more on negative because when I'm looking at your work submitted to me, most of the errors are on the sign, but everything's are correct. Now, if you remember the process, it's finding the number together with the x, divide it by 2, and multiply it by itself. So that's how we find the number that will complete our square. So here, we have a 4. So make sure you include that negative sign. So negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So if I may write that in here, so negative 4 divided by 2 is equals to negative 2. And that would be multiplied by itself. So negative 2 times negative 2 is equals to 4. A negative times a negative becomes a positive. So which means 4 is the number that we're going to add in both sides of the equation. So you have x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 10 plus 4. And then we just simply write its complete squared equation. So what is the half a while ago? That's negative 2. So our equation would be like this. And then we just add 10 and 4 on the other side, which is 14. So this is our final answer. So when I was checking the work last week, it turns out that you got the number but the sign is wrong. So we're trying to fix that in here. So make sure if this is a negative all throughout, or when you present your final equation, it should be a negative. Okay, so let's have another example with this. By the way, there are students who submit answers the last part, so I don't need that one. I need the entire equation. So for last week, I'll give consideration for that one, but for this week, I want you to write the entire equation. Okay, so let's have this example number 2. So since it's not a complete squared equation, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna perform the process. But before that, if you notice, we have a number in here. We don't need that. So we have to move this to the other side. So opposite of 2 is plus 2. So you have x squared minus 6x is equals to 2, and then we do the process that we just learned. Take the half of the number together with the x. What's the number together with the x? It's negative 6. It's not just 6, it's negative 6. So negative 6 divided by 2 is equals to negative 3. And then you multiply negative 3 by itself. Negative 3 times negative 3 is equals to 9. Negative times negative is equals to positive. So which means we're gonna add 9 onto both sides of the equation. X squared minus 6x plus 9 is equals to 2 plus 9. And then we could now write our equation. So the half a while ago is 3. So you could do x minus 3 squared is equals to 2 plus 9 is 11. So if you're gonna check if this equation is correct, all you need to do is to multiply that x minus 3 times x minus 3. And then if this thing turns out to be like the same equation as what you did in here, so therefore your equation or square equations is correct. Again, don't forget the process. It is taking the number together with the x. If it is a negative, still you divide it and then you multiply that by itself. So negative 3 times negative 3, which is a positive 9. So most of the work, again, I find error is on this part. But yeah, for this week, we're trying to fix that one. Thanks, guys.